All right, this is a breakaway chance they had in the first period. All right, we'll watch it again. I zoomed in a little bit so we can focus more on you and your positioning, so the frame rate and the quality is a little off here. So let's just focus on the actual play, not how blurry the video is. Breakaway. We are at pretty good A depth here. It looks like we're correcting a bit for our angle and shuffling to glove side. Okay, and if we pause the video right here, actually I should rewind it just a touch. Okay, from right here, the player puts his head down. He's looking at the puck at this point. Okay, you're square, but you're off angle here. And if we play it forward, when he goes to shoot, the angle from the camera is off a little bit. I don't think you were this off of angle, but he is given from the hash marks quite a bit more on the glove side than the blocker side. Okay, so it looks like you're mostly square, but off angle. And you're lucky here, he actually, because this skater has his head down the whole way until he's actually firing, he fires this blocker side where there's absolutely nothing to shoot at. This was a good save from the outside of the offensive zone here. A couple of things that can be done differently, though, to improve the result. Pay attention to 27 here and where he's shooting from. Okay, shooting from the outside hash marks. Okay, so this is a pretty low scoring threat area. You're on angle. We need you out probably on the top of the crease, B depth here. Okay, you have recognized, I saw previously in this clip, you glanced over your shoulder to see that we have a backdoor threat. Okay, shot's coming high. Okay, likely going to hit you upper chest. What I'd like to see you do in this situation is actually stay on your feet. Read the shot off the stick. Stay on your feet, it's going to hit you in the chest, and you can probably just smother it. Okay, instead, you go up, it's going chest to blocker side, and you reach across your body with your glove. You're unable to glove it, and the rebound comes slot side. Total rebound, juicy there in the house. I'm going to rewind it and just let you watch again. I know that was kind of a choppy break with the freeze frames. Shot, stay on our feet there. That rebounds in our belly. This one's going to be a little blurry, but I did think it was important to zoom in on you, specifically on your post play here on the play behind the net. So we'll watch it through one time without commentary, and then I'll talk over. Again, blurriness aside, we can break this one down. Play primarily occurs behind the net, and I think a couple of things you struggle with here are, one, finding the puck over your shoulder, and two, sealing up either of the posts with your skate. Okay, good movement post to post there. You're looking over your right shoulder. We've got two players down low, three primary threats in front. You did look over your shoulder before to realize where the threats were. Okay, but from this point on, I believe this is the last time you actually do seal the post with your skate. A little stumble there. We're late getting to our glove side. Don't stop on the post here. Not on the post here. Still not. And then we lose it again. And there's a wraparound. Remember, stick leads. Post is sealed by our skate edge. And we actually missed the post. So rewind to this point where we're on the post. Find the puck with your eyes, then move. So we still don't know where it is, don't know where it is, guess the wrong way, and stuffed in. If we feel that threat is coming, okay, at this point we feel, there may be a wraparound attempt. This is one you could butterfly slide in and seal the post in the reverse VH, rather than trying to get your skate on it if you feel that there's a primary threat on a wraparound attempt here. Okay, one of the rules we always talk about on post play behind the net, find the puck with your eyes first, move after you find it. And that center crossbar is kind of your definition of when it's time to move. Get that stick on the ice, lead, and seal the post with your skate. This is a good save. We're going to just rewind it. And the only thing I'd like to see differently on this play is angle is good, depth is good. It's a high shot, may hit you in the head if you stay on your feet. This is probably one where I'd like you to stay on your feet, read where the shot's going, don't just immediately guess and go down. But all in all, good save, way to get the whistle. It's a breakaway that doesn't result in a score or in a shot, but there's a few things we can talk about. Pretty good depth. But what I'd like to see is a bit more drift. This is approximately where you started on the breakaway. And the only reason you really moved backwards is because you opened your legs up and you kind of got that C-cut action as you're opening your stance. Okay, I'd like you to be drifting so that you're making your save on top of the crease. This is still good depth. I appreciate and like how far out you are. And the other thing there is on your butterfly to not get too far. Oh, that's a good spot right here. Too far on your heels. Okay, you actually kind of lose balance and have a tough time getting up. So good depth. Work on our drift a little bit so we're not flat-footed. Should this person have deked, you would have been kind of stuck in this area. Okay, but good depth, good reaction. Okay, and scoring threat neutralized. This is a breakaway goal against. I'll let you watch it and then we'll talk through it. All right, this one's choppy because the source video is choppy, but it kind of relates to the last clip in that we need to work on our drift. Right here, okay, we know it's going to be a breakaway chance. Okay, our only defender has fallen. Okay, we're at approximately a A to B depth, and I believe this is about as much as you move. You're kind of locked in here. You're not drifting back. Okay, you don't play an angle. Okay, you kind of commit to the shot by being flat-footed, and you actually have to move forward trying to poke check. This is when we want to be drifting back so that when he makes either a shot or a deke, we either butterfly to make the save on the shot, or we can transition and pivot to one of the posts like our breakaway Y drill we do in our movement Mondays. So you can actually see right here, okay, we're locked in with our knees are bent in, okay, we're committing to the butterfly. Okay, we need to react to what the play is instead of going down and poking at it. By poking at it, we pretty much have given away the entire left side of the net. So that's when I'd like to see you drifting back and reading where the shooter's going to go rather than assuming it's going to be a butterfly and an attack motion. This is just a good save. You make a good save from the top of the crease and the rebound goes to the corner. The only thing I'd like to see differently in this clip is instead of relying on our pad to get that puck to the corner, let's lead with our stick on that semicircle arc and steer the puck into the corner with our stick. Okay, all things considered, good save. Rebound goes to a low scoring chance where our defense can pick it up. One topic here though is, okay, Faribault has the puck inside our blue line. I want you out on angle, knees bent, ready for any sort of shot. Here we're just kind of gliding, standing, knees locked. Okay, I want you ready. I don't need you in your stance fully locked in, ready to go, but I do need you on angle, knees bent, ready to make a save should a quick shot come. Now we're set, but it took all the way until the slot for us to get set. Great stance. B depth, well, C depth. We can maybe be out just a touch, but I'm okay with this. Good save off the left toe, right into the corner. That's exactly what we're asking for of you. Also, great job following that puck to that post in your butterfly slide. Okay, this one is going to talk about readiness, like we mentioned briefly in the last clip, as well as we're going to cycle back to the post play that we talked about in the first goal against of this game. All right, kind of a scary situation. To start the play, though, Faribault with the puck in our corner, and we are straight-legged, standing up. Okay, we need to be in an athletic stance here, making sure we're sealed on the post, which it looks like we are, and our stick is on the ice. Okay, I know it's a low-scoring chance, but we need to be ready mentally and physically here. We panic a bit when the puck's coming because we weren't ready. Our stick is not leading, so there's no stick here to deflect the puck, and we rely on it basically hoping it hits our skate and seals. It does, but only our toe of our skate, and then it hits our back leg, and you're able to drop down and seal it before it crosses the line. Again, we need to be ready, stick on the ice. This should be a routine stick deflection behind the net. Puck comes this way, we deflect it with our stick here, behind the net for our D to pick up. Okay. All things considered, good job making sure you sealed that edge and you didn't kick it in the net after the rebound. But be ready, have our stick on the ice, find that puck at all times. That's one that absolutely can't go in, and I'm glad it didn't. This is the 2-on-0 situation for you, and in a game, these are instances where a save is really a bonus. It's not an expected play, but we're always doing our best to make that effort to change the swing of the game. So we'll watch it through, and then we'll freeze frame to see one thing maybe we could change in the future. So we'll watch it through again. Again, low probability of making a save in this instance, but there's one thing here. It's going to be right there. Not sure if you saw it or not, but you gave a slight shuffle to your glove side because I think you're cheating for the pass here. But that slight shuffle, if we follow this center line, that's from the center of the post to the puck. And you can see you've taken yourself off the short side in anticipation of the pass and given the shooter all of the short side. Okay. If we, as the goalie in these situations, we don't want to give the shooter any more advantage than they already have, and they have a huge advantage here. Okay, so don't make that first move. Make the shooter make the first move, and then we react to it. By you making the first move, you've given him more information and a higher chance of scoring. You guys go short side. And again, I'm not expecting that save. That's just an instance of an area where you could improve by not making that first move and potentially inducing a shot at you, which we'd stop. So all things considered, I think you played a very good game. You got shelled a bit in the beginning of the game, and it's tough to come into a game when you get a lot of shots immediately. Looking at your shot chart here, you had 24 shots against, 6 goals against. You can see where those goals against came from. They're almost all right in the slot, right on the crease. Several of them came from being locked in without having appropriate drift. And I think that's something that we can really work on in practice in almost every drill we do and in goalie sessions on Sundays. Another thing to be working on throughout practices and our games coming up is being ready at all times. That includes whenever the puck is inside of our blue line, I want you on an angle at the appropriate depth, ready to drop into our stance or our butterfly at a moment's notice. And that includes mentally ready as well. One thing I used to do when I played was I made it a mental goal that if that puck was inside the blue line, I had to be out and ready because it kept my brain sharp and I was ready for any sort of anticipated or unanticipated shot. So challenge yourself, see if you can work on those things in the coming weeks, and let's get ready for a great weekend of hockey.